It's very good to have you guys back. We're excited for a new year.
I just want to welcome you back. Good luck to you. It's going to be a great year.
Well, welcome back to our 2018-19 school year. I hope everybody has a fun and wonderful year. Everything goes smoothly and everybody enjoys it.
All right, welcome back to the 2018-2019 school year. It's going to be a good year.
Welcome back. It's going to be a long, tough year, I'm sure, for the students. I mean, the teachers of my student. No, I'm just kidding. He's an angel. Welcome back.
The school is the focus of our town. It is the heart and soul of Silverton. I graduated from Silverton. My daughter will hopefully graduate from Silverton, as did my dad, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. Yes, it goes way back.
The community is impacted by the school in so many ways. It seems to be the force behind everything that happens in the community during the school year. So many activities are centered around school. So much of the life of the town is centered around what's happening at the school.
The people that are there are also people of the community, so they treat your children like they're one of their own. And the people that you see at school are also the people that you see at All Sips or at the coffee shop, or and that kind of spills over where you don't get that in a bigger town.
The kids being able to come to school and just be able to be themselves, and it gives the kids a place to feel like they're at home.
I feel like the community is impacted tremendously by our school, because I feel like the school is sort of the binding force for the community. It seems like whenever school is in session, everything that we do throughout the year seems to revolve around the school and what's happening, whether it's athletics or contests or with my kids, ag stuff. There's always something going on in the community that seems to be centered around the school. So I feel like our school here in Silverton really binds the community together.
Most of them, it seems like, to be sporting events. It's just a fun time to come together, football games, basketball games, and getting a chance to visit with everybody from the community and everybody pitching in to help make things happen. So many things like a one-act play that we do, a dinner theater, or the school does a dinner theater, which is a lot of fun. And in the beginning of the year, meet the teacher, open house. Those are just great times to get to see everybody and visit.
Everyone gets excited about events and little things, football, basketball, those things. But they get excited about the stock shows and little things that other communities don't have.
My daughter has received lots of extra help that was needed. She's received lots of love, and some of the best teachers. Miss Patton, you're way up here.
One of my kids were having kind of a hard time at school with his grades, and I've had several teachers that have gone above and beyond to help himself bring all of his grades back up. They show, I've seen a teacher take and just, a kiddo's having a hard time, and I've seen several teachers just put them under their wing and just make them feel like they're loved and that they're not alone in school.
Some fond memories that we have about Silverton, that I have about Silverton, I would say can go back to the very first day I walked into Silverton School. We had just moved here over the Christmas break, and the first day that school started after the Christmas break, we went up to enroll our kids, and we were welcomed, given a tour of the school, just shown around, made to feel at home. We were made to feel very comfortable to know that our kids were in a good place. Since we were brand new to the community, our kids had come out of a private school setting, so it was important for us to feel like Silverton School was going to be a place where they could flourish, and when we left that day, we were confident that this was the right place. Not only for our family to move here and be a part of the community, but it was the right place for our kids to be plugged into school.
As an adult who attended Silverton, I have many fond memories of going to school here. But the education I received here helped me to go on to further my education in college and graduate school. With not much difficulty, I received a solid academic background from this small school in this community. And I have many fond memories of being in class with the teachers, Miss Reed, Miss Francis. I was tempted to slide down the banister the last time I was subbed, but I refrained.
Continued success of my son as he gets older and closer to college age, and I feel like the teachers there help prepare them for that. Not just my son, but the other students. I think they're very oriented, not just in an academic sense, but also to be able to go out into the world and be social and be a productive citizen.
So this year, my hope for Andrew and Abigail and Chloe is that they'll have a great year where they can flourish and learn. My hope is that I'll see them continue to develop and grow in their knowledge of everything that they have an opportunity to take part of in Silverton School, whether it's academics or athletics or extracurricular activities through ag and other places where the kids are plugged in. My hope is that they'll just have a wonderful year and continue to grow and develop as they already have.
So my hopes for this year for the kids, just to find themselves, and for the teachers to allow them to find themselves, and keep positive attitudes with them and let them grow into the people that they're going to become.
My hopes for my daughter this year would be that she continues to love to come to school, which I know she always has in the past, and that her new teachers will help her in her transition to her first STAR test.
My hopes this year for the school, or in my kids in the schools, I'd really like to see them all have just a love of learning, come home excited about what they did that day, and to finish out the year just being smarter than they were at the beginning of the year.
Well, the impact that Silverton School will have on my kids, I already see a little bit of that in Daniel. Daniel just graduated last year, and we're getting ready to take him off to college. And I already see how he has been shaped by Silverton. So as I think forward for Daniel, and then Chloe and Andrew and Abigail and Phoebe, Silverton School has tremendous potential to impact their lives. Probably only second to me and Jennifer and our family. Silverton School has already begun shaping them, and as I see them move forward, I see that their time here in Silverton is unique in the sense that we're a smaller school, and teachers have what seems to be a unique opportunity to invest in the lives of kids in a really neat way here in Silverton. And so I already see that with Daniel just now as he's getting ready to go to college. But as I think forward and think of all of our kids growing up here and moving away from here, man, I see something that it may not be as unique as I think it is, but I seem to think that it's unique because of the setting that we've come from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where our kids seem to be just a number wherever they were in school. And here, we know each other, we love each other, we care about each other, and I think that shapes our kids in ways that we may not fully understand yet, but I just see that being such a wonderful opportunity for our kids as they move forward.
Even right now, as a third grader, she is saying she wants to be a teacher, which speaks highly of the teachers that she's had already. And of course, I encourage her to decide you know, it'll change as she works through school, but I know the education she'll receive here will help her to go on to college and do whatever it is she wants to do.
You know, the teachers are role models, and I feel like they're good role models. And they share experiences, good and bad, you know, with my student. And I feel like that kind of makes them normal to him. And, you know, that he understands that you can have faults and have low times in your life, but you can get through them, and they kind of teach him how he can do that. You know, when you're a teenager, you really don't know how to manage your emotions or your feelings, and I think the teachers there help him with that.
The future impact that the school's having on my child right now is a work ethic that will carry them through life. There are so many things that are offered at the school, so I know the children are going to graduate from Silverton being well-rounded and prepared for all sorts of things that life might throw at them. But mostly, I think it's going to be, I guess, how their self-confidence that they can do whatever's being asked of them, and they can do it with a good attitude.
My oldest, he wants to learn how to weld and cut and just make things, build things, use his imagination. And I think that that's going to be one of his goals later in life, he's so excited to be able to go to Ag this year. And I think it'll just be a great year for him, and it'll definitely have a positive on his life to be able to go to Ag and learn something. And he's really looking forward to being able to go and cook things and home ec, and that's all I've heard. I think both kids will have a great year.
To continue to love learning and to continue to grow as she always has been able to do. And I know that will happen as she works with her new teachers this year.
Love them, respect them, and let them be kids and let them get good grades.
Continue to help him grow as a young adult and prepare him for not just for college, but for you know, how to manage his time and money and things like that.
Instill in them a love for learning, and just make them see beyond the big test at the end of the year, to help them just love education for what it really is and not just for a test.
My hope for the future of Silverton School is to continue to grow. You know, they're getting some new facilities, and I think that's great. I think that's a nice reward for the students and the teachers. But to continue to grow and to grow good people.
We have come here and we love the fact that we've been accepted by this community, and now we feel like we're a part of this community. So I only see everything that's happening at the school with the bond project, all that coming to fruition, and seeing everything that's happening just physically to the building. With me knowing what kind of impact our school has on our community and how our school really brings our community together, I think that centered right there around the school.
Sure, I want the school to continue to evolve with technology as it has, and with the academic background that I received. I want that to continue to grow and be available to our students, to my daughter. But I also want our school to know that just because it's little doesn't mean that it's not wonderful, and it doesn't mean that you don't receive, you know, some of the best academic education you can receive here, even in a rural area.
The traditions of the past will continue and be carried on to future generations, and that there'll just be a lot of I guess, life still in the school and many, many years from now.
We keep continuing to grow. The desire is, these people love the kids here in Silverton. It's just an absolutely amazing school. They work with you, they're so kind, they open their hearts. The whole community will open their heart to you. If you need something, you just have to ask.
All right, I just wanted to encourage each of you to just enjoy the school year every moment, and to avoid negativity, and anytime things get hard or difficult, just keep persevering, because at the end it's worth it.
We all start out excited, and keep the positivity. You elementary teachers, you have a wonderful but difficult job. Hang on and get ready, because it's coming and it's going to be a great year.
I just think that they don't get to thank you well enough, you know, or as often enough as they need to. You know, Vicky in the office, that girl, man, she does a lot of work, and I would like to thank her. She does a tremendous job. Everybody in the office, all of the faculty, all of the Mike, the janitor, he is fantastic. Poor Mike. But I just like to tell everybody thank you. Thank you for keeping my kids. Thank you for taking care of and watching over them every day of the school year.
I feel like the staff at Silverton should be proud of who they are. In the world today, the things that are happening around us, I think they're very good about staying grounded and helping our students be that way too. I think it's important that they know what goes on in the world, but I know it takes a lot of courage to be a teacher in today's world, and I hope that they continue to get spiritual uplifting and community uplifting to stay in this field, because it's a very difficult field to be in at this day and age.
Yeah, just to encourage you, I think have a great year. You know that we can all rely upon each other in our community. So it's not just, this isn't just a school effort, this is a community effort. So we look forward to having a great year together.